Sundays, worship service, revival. Every time you approach the altar with your sacrifice, you are approaching divine assets. It's a gateway to the divine. And when it is done demonically, it is a gateway to satanic manipulation and bondage. But altars should never be underestimated. That's why nothing approaches the altar than still alive. Every time you even come to the altar, when they say altar call, you are surrendering. You are coming to the place where you say, I cease to exist as a person, as a flesh, as an individual, and allow God's will be done. Yeah. Sometimes we come to the altar, and that's why most times we don't get our miracles. Because either we're ignorant of these things, and sometimes we know we take it for granted, or we've been too familiar with the walls of the church. You come into the altar with the sacrifice, with the offering. It's a sacrifice. See, as a sacrifice. That after that altar, your life never remains the same. Gideon was hesitant, but obedient. Listen, he was hesitant, but he was obedient. Placing what little he had on the altar. And guess what happened? That's all the angel of the Lord was waiting for. There has to be sacrifice. There has to be blood. Because for atonement to be made on behalf of humanity's sin, Jesus shed his blood. Think about Abraham. God had made him promises. I'll make you the father of many nations. Yeah. Consider the stars. They say on the seashore, if you can count them, so shall your descendants be. But on this faithful morning, God said, take now thy son, in Genesis 22, take now thy son, thy only son Isaac. Go to one of the mountains of Mount Moriah. And you know, I will show them making a sacrifice there. He didn't consult his wife. God speaks to your heart to do something, and sometimes we always want confirmation. Confirmation is a sign of doubt and immaturity. It means you're not there yet. You don't know the voice of God from the voice of the enemy. But anyone who reads the word of God, have desire for the word of God, you will always know the voice of God, because the voice of God doesn't contradict his word. Because God was against human sacrifices. In that particular land, why would he tell someone, take now thy son, thy only son? It was about the obedience.